Today, we're diving into the contract drama between the Dallas Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb. Plus, some shocking revelations from Jerry Jones you won't want to miss. Welcome back, Cowboys Nation. You're tuned into Cowboys Fan Hub, your one-stop shop for everything Dallas Cowboys and NFL. Today's episode is going to be a juicy one, folks. We're diving deep into the ongoing contract drama between the Dallas Cowboys and their star wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. Plus, we'll uncover some shocking revelations from none other than Jerry Jones himself. Why does the Cowboys owner think Lamb is at fault in this contract dispute? We've got all the details coming up. Alright, let's get right into it. If you've been following the NFL news cycle, you've probably heard the rumblings coming out of Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, one of the league's top wide receivers, is entering the final year of his rookie contract. The Cowboys have been trying to lock him down with a contract extension, but reports indicate that Lamb has turned down their latest offer. So, what's going on here? CeeDee Lamb has been nothing short of spectacular since entering the league. Drafted in the first round by the Cowboys in 2020, Lamb quickly established himself as one of the most dynamic young receivers in the game. Last season, he had a career year with over 1,300 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns, solidifying his place as a cornerstone of the Cowboys' offense. Now, with that kind of performance, it's no surprise that Lamb wants to get paid like one of the top receivers in the league. But here's where things get tricky. According to multiple sources, the Cowboys' initial offer didn't meet Lamb's expectations, leading him to reject it. And this is where Jerry Jones steps in. So, what does Jerry Jones have to say about all this? Well, in a recent interview, Jones made some rather interesting comments that have stirred the pot even further. According to Jones, the reason for the impasse in negotiations is not entirely on the Cowboys' side. In fact, he suggested that CeeDee Lamb and his camp might be the ones dragging their feet. Jones reportedly said, "We've put a fair offer on the table, but it seems like CeeDee and his team are looking for something beyond what we believe is reasonable. We want him to be a Cowboy for life, but we have to be mindful of the team's future as well." Now, that's a loaded statement if I've ever heard one. Jones is essentially saying that the Cowboys have made a fair offer, but Lamb's camp is holding out for potentially more than what the Cowboys are willing or able to offer. And let's not forget, the Cowboys have already invested heavily in other key players like Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons. To understand this situation fully, we need to look at the Cowboys' financial landscape. The NFL's salary cap is a complex beast, and the Cowboys are no strangers to navigating it. However, with big money contracts already on the books for Prescott, Parsons, and others, there's not a ton of wiggle room left. As of now, the Cowboys have limited cap space to work with. If they were to meet Lamb's demands, which are rumored to be in the range of $25 million per year, they would have to make some tough decisions elsewhere on the roster. This could mean restructuring other contracts, cutting players, or delaying extensions for other key players. On the flip side, let's consider this from CeeDee Lamb's perspective. As one of the top young receivers in the NFL, Lamb has every right to command top dollar. He's seen other elite receivers, like Tyreek Hill and Davante Adams, land massive contracts, and there's no doubt he sees himself in that same tier. Lamb is also aware that the NFL is a business. Players have a relatively short window to maximize their earnings, and he's at a point in his career where he needs to secure his financial future. Turning down the Cowboys' offer could be a strategic move, signaling to the front office that he won't settle for anything less than what he believes he's worth. So, what does all of this mean for the Cowboys as a team? Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, keeping CeeDee Lamb happy and on the roster is crucial for the Cowboys' success. He's a key piece of their offense and a favorite target for Dak Prescott. However, if the Cowboys cave to Lamb's demands, it could have long-term consequences for the team's cap flexibility. They could end up in a situation where they're paying top dollar for a few star players while struggling to fill out the rest of the roster. And in today's NFL, depth is just as important as star power. So, what are the possible outcomes here? Let's break it down. The Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb reach an agreement before the start of the season. This would be the best-case scenario for everyone involved, allowing the team to focus on football rather than off-field distractions. The contract talks drag on into the season, potentially leading to a holdout. This would be a worst-case scenario, as it could disrupt the Cowboys' preparations and create unnecessary tension in the locker room. The Cowboys decide to trade Lamb if they can't come to terms. While this is unlikely, it's not impossible. Trading Lamb could free up cap space and potentially bring in valuable draft picks or players. However, it would also mean losing one of the league's top young receivers. Alright, now let's turn it over to you, the viewers. We've got some great questions coming in from the comments section. Let's dive into a few of them. That's a great question. The short answer is yes, it's definitely a possibility. While Lamb has expressed his love for Dallas, at the end of the day, this is a business. If the Cowboys can't offer him a competitive contract, other teams will be lining up to sign him. The NFL is a league where talent like Lamb's doesn't stay on the market for long. So, if the Cowboys don't meet his demands, we could very well see him in a different uniform next season. This is a tough one. Losing Lamb would be a big blow to the Cowboys' offense. He's not just a deep threat, he's a playmaker who can change the outcome of a game with one catch. If the Cowboys were to lose him, they'd need to find a way to replace that production, either through the draft, free agency, or by developing their current receivers. But let's be clear, replacing a talent like CeeDee Lamb is no easy task. So, where does this leave us? The CeeDee Lamb contract situation is far from resolved, and it's going to be one of the biggest storylines to watch as we approach the start of the season. Jerry Jones has made his position clear, but now it's up to the Cowboys front office and Lamb's camp to find common ground. As Cowboys fans, all we can do is hope that this gets sorted out quickly so the team can focus on what really matters: winning football games. But one thing's for sure, this is a saga that's far from over. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Cowboys Fan Hub. We've covered a lot of ground, from the details of CeeDee Lamb's contract dispute to Jerry Jones' surprising comments. What do you think? Is CeeDee Lamb at fault here, or is Jerry Jones playing hardball? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got plenty more Cowboys and NFL content coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Go Cowboys!